Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. We got a couple, so let's get right into it, shall we? We are going to start off with some independents from Action Lab. We have Bigfoot Frankenstein number 4. This reminds me of just old school independent comics from like the 90s. Where's our creator list here? Just a minute. Mark Bertolini is the writer, co-creator. Vernon Smith is the artist, letterer, co-creator. And Kai Tang is the colorist. It only took 3 people to make this book. Not bad. And they got to go fight the hillbillies that tried to destroy the Bigfoot to take their blood. And there's a big fight scene. And it's really cool. And then there's a big surprise at the end of the fight scene that calms him down that I'm not going to give away. But her name is Belinda. You'll just have to see it. So, it's a great book. They say it to be concluded, so I'm worried that they're going to not give me any more after next issue, which would suck. We'll find out. I'll let you know next issue if that sucks or not. Back to independent again. Aftershock, Maniac of New York, number 2 of probably 4. The Bronx is Burning. This is the second one. Running in the Halls. Elliot Kalan is the writer. Andrea Muti is the artist and colorist. Yeah, and this last one, we last left the Maniac, who just says, "Hurr." He was in school and going on a rampage. And the anti-maniac squad was on the way to save the day. Apparently involved a large amount of liquor. They're going to use Molotov cocktails to see if that works. So we'll find out if that works. They're face-to-face with Maniac Harry. But we'll see how that works. This is a great comic book. If you like slasher movies, you should buy this comic book. Go out and find them all. The first set, I think, is a trade paperback. I don't know. We buy floppies. All right. Now, remember I told you Devil's Reign was coming. And I got a couple of those. Let's just do those both. First one we have is a Spider-Woman tie-in. So this is issue 18 of Spider-Woman. We have writer Carlo Pacheco. Artist is Perez. And Kingpin has sent people to go drag. She has no idea that there's this going on. She shows up to beat Kingpin's butt because why are you bothering me? Why are you threatening my family? And we got some Serpent Squad here too. We got, Puff Adder and Coach Whip. Just the lamest Serpent Society members that you can think of. So Spider-Woman has to save her friends, save her family. She gets in a big old fight with Kingpin. And he's mad because Daredevil wiped his memory. So, oh, boo-hoo. The only problem is now I'm kind of wanting to see what happens next issue because the Super Skrull during the Secret Invasion that used to be Spider-Woman got loose. And I'm like, I kind of want to see that. I better not get stuck buying more comic books. All right. One of the miniseries, Devil's Reign Superior 4. Doc Ock was nice enough to give Purple Man technology to Kingpin and made himself immune to it. Fantastic Four are locked away. So he is taken over to go to every dimension where there is a Doc Ock. The writer is Zach Thompson. Artist is David Tinto. So we have Otto Blaze, who is Ghost Rider Doc Ock. We have Otto Howlett, who is Wolverine Doc Ock. We have Otto Banner, who is, as you might think, Hulk Doc Ock. And then our OG Doc Ock. So they're going to go and collect as many. And if they can't get away with it, they're going to just kill them. So, and he's, like always, our Doc Ock is a couple of steps ahead of the game. And then we get left with a really good cliffhanger. This is a good book. It doesn't really have anything to do with Devil's Reign. Other than Otto was, the guy. And apparently next epic installments, we got some X-Men, some Winter Soldier, some Villains for Hire. So there is a whole lot coming. Issue 2 of Batgirl from DC. Great book. We have are you going to make me look for it? I think it's in the back. Hold on. Here we go. All right. Becky Cloonan and Michael W. Conrad do the story. George Corona does the art. And we have the girls fighting a group called the Saints. I don't know who that is. The artwork is done by the same guy who did the Me You Love in the Dark. That was written by Scotty Young. These guys are pretty cool though, and it's fun that it's just the Batgirls. We get 3 Batgirls. We get the one that used to be Mute that Talks. We get the little purple girl, and we get the OG Barbara Gordon. And they all live in the same place. And they had to pierce the one Batgirl's ears because they'd never been pierced before, and they needed them for the communications thing. So they had to do that. And there's also some really weird stuff going on with mind control. So this is a good book. Now's your chance to hop on. If this isn't your chance to hop on, this is almost over. Shame on you. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries, 10 to 12. Just literally, it's Shaggy Man, but they've dressed Shaggy Man up to look like Bigfoot, but they give him a crappy mask, so they have to keep changing it, and they don't know it's Shaggy Man. Written by Ivan Cohen, drawn by Dario Brizulla. The question is in it, and it's the female question, not the male question. So I don't remember her name. So the best thing in it is the question. They offered the question some ice cream, and this is a blank face. There's no way to eat ice cream. And then Batman comes in and has ice cream. And questions like, you don't really have an opening in your collar just to eat ices, do you? Of course not. It works pretty much well for all treats. So we're almost done. 2 more issues. That's going to be sad. Last issue of Savage Avengers. This is it. We get no more after this. We're writer Jerry Dugan, artist Patch Zurcher, and Conan is trying to make the wizard not a wizard by teaching him how to be a warrior. And then they try to take him back to Kang tries to take him back to olden times, and Conan's like, it sounds pretty good. Kang and Conan do not get along. We get a little thank you from everybody. They used every page. There's no oh wait, there's a page here. Never mind. Yep. But Conan's back in 2022. We tried to put him back to Hyboria. Alright, I got a couple second things real quick. I've been doing this thing with mini-series because this book is $17.99, and with my discount I get it for $15 and some change. This is the United States of Captain America. It was a mini-series that ran issues 1 through 5. Let me get you them peeps. Christopher Cantwell wrote it. Dale Eaglesham is the artist for our issues 1, 3, and 5. Ron Lim penciled 4. Cam Smith and Scott Hanna inked 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 5, and then 4 was done by a couple other people. This is a great idea. Red Skull's daughter picks up a guy who's a speedster. They steal Captain America's shield and use it to do bad things, to bring the government down because, well, it's Captain America, so there's Nazis. But there are other Captain Americas. The first one they find is just a hobo kid, and he's the best. We get a girl who is in college and won't let people get away with date rape. We get an American Indian who's a Captain America. We got a guy who protects soldiers who's a Captain America. We got the black activist Captain America. We have Aaron Fisher, our guy who rides the rails, Captain America. And then if you add in here Steve Rogers, the Falcon, Bucky, and U.S. Agent, it's all the Captain Americas. This was a great idea. I would read more of any one of these new Captain America stories, or they could just have like an anthology once a year. This would be great. All right, you ready for this? Should there be a drum roll? Here it is, folks. 50th anniversary. Kamen Rider reprints the entire manga series. It's based on the TV show that I can't get enough of. There are only 1,400 episodes of Kamen Rider. It's been around for 50 years. This is a 50-year anniversary. They did it back in English. I have to learn how to read comic books backwards, but I'll get over it. The opening part is beautifully colored. This is a very action-based manga where a lot of the pictures feel like they're moving. So my lovely camera person and daughter got this for me for Christmas. It's a beast. Look at that. 800 and something. 860 pages of pure Kamen Rider. So get one of these. You can get them on Amazon. You can go to the comic book store. Fanfare in Kalamazoo has one. You can go to Kalamazoo. They'll buy it. They'll get it for you. Not a problem. They thought I was going to buy it, but someone beat them to it. Had it on pre-order. Kamen Rider. So there's our comic books for the week. I'll be back next week. I don't know how many we're going to have. Probably a lot because of Devil's Reign. Selfie and Fiona, I'm glad you came over. We had pancakes and meats, breakfast meats and pancakes and ice creams and goodies. And next week you're going to come over for a long sleepover. So we'll see you for like 5 days in a row. It'll be awesome. Except for some people who think they have to get up in the morning to go to work. But I took time off. So there you go. All right. So till I see you next week, go read a comic book.